Lagal's mate. I have personally used this sequence a great many times during my chess career. Almost every person who has not seen this before makes the same error when they face it for the first time. Let me start by developing the pieces up to a critical point and ask you what you believe should be done to continue. White plays pawn to e4. Black plays pawn to e5. White plays knight to f3. Black responds with pawn to d6. This is called the Philidor defense. White continues with bishop to c4, and black plays bishop to g4, pinning white's knight to his queen. White then plays knight to c3, and black makes the move pawn to h6. Now personally, I've never fully understood the rationale of this move. Pawn to h6 seems to do nothing except to possibly prepare for some continuation or blockade on the g5 square. I have, however, seen players as black make this move time and time again. One of the grandmasters I studied under used to call this a doodah move, meaning a move that does virtually nothing. Regardless, we now find ourselves in this position with white to play. So tell me, what would you do if I played the move knight takes e5, exposing my queen to your bishop? Would you take my queen? Now I'm going to pause the video. Click resume when you've decided on your move. Pause. Okay, did you decide to take the queen? Most players would, since they see no real danger elsewhere and can't resist the temptation of going up by so much force. I've actually had opponents laugh and tell me that I had no idea how to play chess as they snatched my queen up with glee. White, however, will just play the following moves calmly. Bishop takes f7. Remember, that's black's weakest square at the beginning of the game, and checks black's king. Now black cannot take the bishop since it's actually protected by the knight on e5, despite the fact that that knight could be captured. When you're in check, though, you must respond to the check and can do nothing else whatsoever. So black must move his king, and because the knight yet again covers one of the other flight squares, d7, he's forced to go to e7 with his king. It's his only option. So black moves to e7. Now white delivers the decisive blow with knight to d5. This checks black's king yet again. Black cannot block this check. He cannot block a knight. He cannot take this knight and finds he has no flight squares since the same knight that's hitting him also covers the flight square on f6. He's unable to defend himself at all. Checkmate. So maybe taking that queen wasn't a good idea. For future reference, when your opponent appears to make a big error, a massive blunder, you must ask yourself if it was indeed an error or if it could possibly be a trap. Now, to quickly show you the correct continuation back at the point where you took the queen, had you instead ignored the free gift and taken the knight with your pawn, white no longer would have had the trap set and would have simply taken your bishop with his queen. You would have lost 1 point in total, but not lost the game. Always be cautious of free gifts and of being overly greedy, and never underestimate an opponent.